All right. So Zap Witch, been a pretty classic attack. I've been using it a lot since I came back in August. I'm going to be focusing on Town Hall 11 today. I also have a replay of a Town Hall 9 and a Town Hall 12 as well, so we'll get to those once we get the basics done here. So the main part of the army, let me just go into attacks. The army I like to use is 3 golems, 10 witches, 8 bowlers, and then you got 2 to fill, so I typically just bring archers since they can pick off buildings. The CC, log launcher is what I always like to go with. 5 bowlers and 1 giant, unless I see like a really tight core with some high damage, then I might switch it up for doing something like an ice golem and a yeti that can just tank a bit more. It's a little base dependent, but usually the bowler bomb is the easiest to go. Spells are 8 zaps, 2 quakes, and I like to bring a rage that I use for the sort of the bowler bomb in the middle. Let's start with a replay here. So first one that I'm going to show you guys is kind of me doing absolutely nothing once I lay all the units down, and you'll kind of see how overpowered this is with almost nothing happening. So when I start by zapping and quaking typically. As you can see where I'm zapping, I'm able to get a little extra value by getting those sweepers out of there. And then those 2 really large compartments are now completely cleared. And with the quake, you've got a lot of range, so always try and get some extra value. You can see I'm hitting the eagle there and the inferno. So just softening that eagle up for the log launcher. Golems in, log launcher going towards the eagle. Witches down, bowlers down. Once the log launcher breaks a wall, then I like to add heroes, or just before, just to make sure I can funnel them in. As you can see, the king wanted to go for a walk there, but ended coming back. So now basically you just end up watching it. I'll end up speeding up in just a second here. So getting ready to place that rage so I can break through that sort of center core area and really power troops through. I'm not activating any of my hero abilities on this one either. This was just being as lazy as I can to show how overpowered it is, because it's pretty much a maxed out Town Hall 11 I'm attacking. So I'm just going to speed it up. So if my Warden went with everything else, I would have been able to use its ability to protect a lot of troops. But this still ends up cleaning up with just like letting the abilities go off naturally. The king I activated a little early there. But like, it's a very simple attack that you kind of just set and watch. I'll replay a few others as well here. Let's see this guy here. So a little weaker of a base. This is a better setup if you can get the eagle that you don't have to start the log launcher from a corner, so that you can sort of start along an entire side. I tend to have a little more success with that. But at the end of the day, this army is just so overpowered, you can always clear sort of any base you come across. So golems in, launcher, witches down, followed by bowlers, and then heroes to follow that log launcher in. I also bring a poison. You might not need to do that when you're doing raids, just collecting loot. But always for a clan war league or wars, bring a poison just because you know you're going to be able to get that CC down a little easier. So again, rage in the core to try and take some stuff out. Got a little caught up in the tornado, but basically just power through this thing. I'll speed her up. And like tons and tons of troops left over at the end there. I'll replay one more and then we'll open it up for some questions. Let's go. This guy here. So again, little lower level of a base, but having to come at it from a corner. The corner can just cause some awkward splits if you don't funnel it properly, and you can get heroes walking. You'll see again, I use my Earthquake to soften up the Town Hall and also the Eagle Artillery there. So same as before, golems down, then witches, bowlers, launcher, and then heroes follow in behind. Saving that rage for the time being, because I want to really do that on the bowler bomb and just finish off that core if I can. Saving myself from a barrage of the Eagle Artillery with the Warden there. Eagle's down, and once the Eagle is down, it's pretty smooth walking from there. So does anyone have any questions to start there? I know it's not like you do too much, but that army, the only important thing is just making sure the setup is right and then your rage is used appropriately. All right. I'm going to move to a Town Hall 9 attack. so So I just got to Town Hall 9 like a few days ago. So troops and heroes are a little lower level. I have one army camp still upgrading. But this is a pretty similar attack. But instead of having to zap out infernos, you just need to make sure that you're getting units into the base. You also don't have a log launcher to break things up. So 2 golems, 10 witches, some wall breakers to get the golems in, and then bowlers in the CC sort of to follow the witches behind. So I decided to hit it from the southwest corner just because the CC was there and I wanted to pull that early if it had anything in it. It did not. So wall breakers went in, witches are down, heroes are starting to clean up some trash as well. And then bowlers sort of into where I want them to funnel towards the town hall. Jump spell drops so that they can access all those compartments, including the town hall. Speed that up a bit. Sort of rage through and move them in a little more. And then I always bring a second jump spell for Town Hall 9 just to watch where the troops are going so I can help them get to the most effective places. Typically rage on the jumps because just want to get troops moving. And again, like I hit Town Hall 9 5 days ago and that was such an easy attack. First time I've done this since like August and it just got her done. And lastly, I do have one Town Hall 12 attack to show you guys. So Town Hall 12, with having that, defensive clan or defensive Town Hall makes things a little different. So let's start that replay. So this is the lower level Town Hall 12, but it still works. You've got that extra Inferno Tower. You've got the Giga Bomb on there as it's a level 5 Town Hall. So the trick to this one, again, is zapping out the most effective Infernos. If the most southern Inferno was a multi, I probably would have zapped that one, just because I can fry the witches easily. But I went for the 2 on the sides instead, just to really clean that center up and get a lot of value on those expos. So zap out, and the quakes to really get value. I also got some good value on the queen there. If you can ever hit her with the zaps, always a plus. Town Hall is already down a decent amount as well from those earthquakes. So same idea, golems down, troops up top, log launcher, and as soon as we're through that wall, heroes go down to follow it up. I'll speed up here for a few seconds. So then, unfortunately, my warden didn't dive, and I didn't get very many troops diving aside from the clan castle troops. So the queen ended up having to tank the rest of this, which was a little unfortunate. Usually I'd save the warden ability for that gigabomb there. But I lucked out and had just enough health to get that last inferno down. Also managed to trigger that pesky tornado trap. A tornado trap is deadly to skellies. So again, we'll just speed her up. Now all the heavy defenses are down. We still have some late game tanks. I like to use Yetis at Town Hall 12 just because there is a little more damage output. But again, this attack, it cleans up so easy. You have to put minimal effort into it. Alrighty. So those are all the replays I have for you guys. Any questions? I can go and try and find a live attack with the Town Hall 11 as well if you'd like. Try and see if I can find something in the wild. Actually, I think I have another version trained up here. So let's do that. So this is another version I've been working on. Super Archers are a pretty good spam unit as well. They have longer range. And if there's a more spread out base, I find they get a little more value than the bowlers do. Bowlers are better on tighter, Super Archers on those really stupid wide ones. Let's see if we can find something quickly here. That one's got some good value for zaps, so let's go with that. And we're going to get that eagle pretty low as well with that. Soften it up a bit more. Golems down. Log launcher. A few less witches in this one, just because the super archers also are a pretty hefty unit. We'll follow this all up and see where we go. All the heavy defenses are down. Good amount of splash up front as well, which we're taking out. That's always a big plus. Those two wizard towers in the back northeast corner could be a potential problem, but we'll see how we do. Archers over there. Gonna watch where the bowlers are going and then sort of rage them, see if we can get them to go down to those wizard towers. There we go. Pop king ability, because we want him to keep tanking as well, taking out whatever he can. As you can see, I still have all 6 of my super archers up. They are really, really long range, so they rarely get hit. And tons of troops left over at the end here. Like super, super overkill. Do I have an army trained up on the 12? Oh, I do. Okay. Let's see if we can find one on the 12. I hit Town Hall 12 like a month and a bit ago, so I'm still pretty fresh to it. Let's go there. That's a pretty weak base. We'll try and hit something a little more powerful. Oh, that's a good one. You can see how they have the Infernals all clustered there. Pretty bad move on their part because I'm going to take them all out. Forgot to put down my log launcher there. I might pay for it on this one, unfortunately. Yeah, we'll see. Unfortunately, my warden and queen both ended up going for a walk, so it's going to be a bit of a struggle through this town hall. Don't think I'm going to be able to save the units that well. Ooh, log launcher took it out. Nice. So we might end up time failing on this one, unfortunately. We'll see where we get to, though. Looks like all the splash damage is done, so we'll activate the Queen's ability to get some more archers out there now. Yeah, it's looking like we're probably going to time fail. There we go. So that's pretty much Zap Witch there. As you can see, it's just literally just laying stuff down at the beginning, making sure that you get the order right. But even there, you saw I messed up my log launcher. I didn't deploy it until later and still ended up cleaning up through that base pretty easily. If anyone ever has any questions that they can't think about now, you can feel free to ping me on Discord. Happy to sort of go through strategy and what bases work and don't work for this. It's pretty rare to find a base that doesn't work. Typically, the tighter it is, the better it is with something like bowlers. If it's spread out, using something like the super archers can be really handy. What else? I'm about to start trying super giants just because I just unlocked those. So using those instead of the golems because they punch through walls a little easier. So I'm going to start experimenting with that in the coming weeks. But yeah, any questions from anyone? I'm going to take it that there are no questions then. If anyone thinks of any at a later date, please feel free, send me a message. Happy to help out as always. Everyone else, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I'm going to go play Dungeons and Dragons now.